Do you know or can you answer why so many Nigerian women abroad end up being single? We've seen it all, that a couple who started strong in Nigeria, they move abroad together. And 5 years later, what happened? The woman is alone with kids somewhere. And the man is nowhere to be found. The man suddenly disappeared in the thing here. Some people call it freedom. Why some call it feminist? Some even call it frustration. Whichever way you call it or whichever way you slice it, something is changing in the diaspora homes. It started beautifully that many Nigerians for Obodoyibo, before they waka come Obodoyibo, they marry themselves in Nigeria. They take pictures wearing ashwebi, jollof rice, kill goat, kill rat, promise forever, and then one get visa. Usually, this person normally be the husband first when they go get visa. Waiting be the plan. The plan is for them to go for Obodoyibo hustle. He ain't go come process another paper again. We be saying go take bring your wife and kids later to that Obodoyibo winning day. Then the family will later join him for abroad. New land, new hope, new beginning. It don't start. Our own, it don't better. But from the first winter, bam, like this, life begin to change. Bills, long shift, loneliness, and a system that doesn't care about my husband said. You got to go to work because you need to eat and you need to pay bills. Over time, many women realized they had power for Obodoyibo. They owned their money, their own job, their own say, and that power, it did them body. If that power is not balanced with wisdom, it now becomes the beginning of another wala in that family. Let's be honest, family. The Western system doesn't play by African rules, not at all. In the UK, Canada, or US, once you say, I'm not safe, he shouted at me. The police don't ask for the question. They move in quickly. In fact, they don't even want to ask auntie. They don't want to ask your pastor. They act. And what do? You as a man, you got to go out. It doesn't matter how cold that weather is. Many women use that system for genuine safety. We all understand. That is, if the husband is so aggressive, he started to do bad moves, you can call. That one for genuine safety. But some women use it for control. They want to use that one to control their husband. They want to be in charge. They want to be single parent. They all want to stand alone. They don't want anybody to control them. So they use that style to kick the husband out of the house. And it doesn't matter where he sleeps. It doesn't matter where he stays. All they want is their space. Because they've reached Obodoyibo now. They've seen what's up there. Do you know that even if your husband annoy you like this, all you need to do is to call 999 or 991 before the man will say, what did I do? Honey, what happened? Okay, I'm sorry, I won't do that again. It's outside already in the cold. The bags, the toothbrush, everything flings around, start flying, fiam, like this. As if say Ronaldo, if they play penalty. Over time, it becomes easy to walk away because the law fed you. The law will house you. The law will even protect you, especially as a woman. In Africa, marriage is community matter. People go sit, they will talk, they will dialogue. They will call pastor, they will call imam. They will even call the area father there. May they come talk to now. It's a community thing. But for Obodoyibo, forget it. Which kind of community? Who get time to go meet your pastor? Who get time to call your mom? Who get time to call your auntie? No. The law is there. And they got to work with the law. Do you know that for abroad, this thing is a legal contract within the two of you? It's not a community thing. And when the emotion ends within the two of you, paperwork now remain. The two of you guys will start filing documents. We start filing divorce paper here and there. Start signing this, start signing out. Who get this, who get that? How much you go pay the pikin, how much you go pay me? Then paperwork, you come full grand, bagada, like that. Start spending money for different lawyers. You see, the African man was raised to lead. The Western woman was raised to decide. And when our African sisters arrive abroad, they start to see that decision power. At work, they were respected. At home, they want the same voice, the same respect as what they gave them at work. But the man says, this is my house. I'm the head of the family. I'm the head of this house. Boom, clash will start. Because the woman from her work was respected and she wanted the same thing back home. But the man at home said, you know what? I'm an African man. I need respect. Then conflict will start. It will enter that family. It's not that they are bad women. No. It's that they are adapting to a new environment faster than the men are. And when both culture lives under one roof, somebody must bend. Otherwise, it will break. And that's exactly what happened when you guys cannot compromise in your marriage for Bodoyibo. At the end of the day, the marriage will carry head, go hit rock, boom, and then it will break completely. Abroad life, it no be beans, it no be my mind at all. You go work night shift, school runs, bills, deadline, everything. Immigration paper, no helper, no auntie, no neighbor to even watch your kids. You're all alone doing everything together. Sometimes some parents will walk out in the morning. They will be like mad person. They'll be running everywhere like this because they have to meet up the time, taking the kids to school at the same time going to work. Some, now inside the motor, they will do makeup like this. From there, some of them will even get accident on the road because there's no time and there's no helper to help them to take care of their kids, not to give them helping hand. Because the husband, boom, by 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. is off to work. Abroad, it no be my mind. If I tell you this, that many men and women grows apart without even realizing it, you will say, Shawu, Abi, see, some women always working, some men always hustling. Before you know it, they are living apart. They are living as a roommate, not as a lover. Then come loneliness here. You will now see the man talking on the phone to friends or, some kind of online conversation, like that. While the women also find emotion or comfort at work. Anytime she goes to work, that's where she finds comfort and that's where she's happy because probably there's a guy there that is, giving her all the attention that she needed. Then little by little, trust will start to break. And then one day, you hear one of them will say, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And the person will now flare up. And before you know it, the marriage will kaput completely. Let's not lie. Money changes things. We all know that. When a woman earns her own pound sterling, cha-cha-cha like this, she's not afraid of threat like, I will send you back to Nigeria. No, she's not afraid because she's earning money now. Your husband earned 2,000, she's now earning also 2,000. Which kind of shakara you won't do for her? No, she will stand gidigba for your neck. Some men, some men that used to control can't even handle that. I want to be in control now. I want to kick her back, but she's telling me she cannot go simply because she earns money now in the UK. Instead of partnership, they start competing within themselves. Instead of communication, they start commanding. That will break their marriage in no time. The woman now become defensive. The man now become bitter. And what do you get at the end of the day? And when the love now scatter, when the marriage now enter water, the system will now side the person that is holding the kid, and that is the woman. The system will side the woman. And the guy, you're on your own. You need to get out of that house. And sometimes they will give you some kind of 500 yard that you're not allowed to move closer, to get closer to that house. That's how a wife becomes a single mom in Obodoyinbo. Even when the husband is still alive somewhere in the same city, the woman becomes single mother and we'll see single parent. But some women also, do you know what they do? They did this also for the benefit, for the financial part of it. Because they believe when I'm single parent, when I'm single mom, I will get more money from the government. Because the government always give them more money when they're single parent. So some will deliberately find one corner, kick the husband out of the house. And what do they get at the end of the day? They start to get big money. My brother, listen, this is for you. You can't marry a woman from Africa and expect her to live like she's still in the village once she reaches London. No, it's not possible. You don't open eye. What do you think? You must also grow with her. You must understand the system, my brother. Learn emotional control, my brother. Forget this, I'm the man tone of it. Forget it. No use all those kind of tone again. No, they work again. You're supposed to have left it behind at Muritala Mohammed Airport. It doesn't work here for Bodo Ibo, my brother. You know that. Be a leader, not a dictator. And respect her. Communicate with her. Appreciate her work. Because for abroad, both of you are hustling. Not just for you alone. Both of you are a hustler. You're going to put the same money in one big purse. Now, my sister, this one is for your own. Make I give you your own too. Sister, when they for abroad, please and please. Abroad will show you freedom. We understand that. But don't let this freedom make you forget your foundation. A strong woman builds. She doesn't destroy. When you start saying, I don't need him, remember, it's not about needing, it's about nurturing. Don't let hunger or influence from friends make you throw away your love in the cold. Please. Don't do it when you do for Bodo. And if your marriage must end, let it end with dignity, not drama. And please, I beg you, this is very important. Don't use your kid as a weapon. Don't paint your man bad in the presence of your children or of your child. It's very, very risky. Please. In diaspora life, pressure tests character. If there's no patience, no prayer, and no partnership, the system will separate you by default. We must learn how to blend African value with Western system. Balance, not bondage. Marriage abroad can survive, but it takes maturity, it takes communication and teamwork to make it work. Kakaraka. And at the end of the day, single motherhood abroad is not always a choice. Sometimes it's survival. But let's not just survive. Let's build. If you learn something today, and tell us in the comment, why do you think so many marriages collapse in abroad? Because your experience might save some homes today. Please, there might be some points that I did not remember to add in this video. If you know any of those points, please help me put it in the comment there. Maybe we might come up with a part 2 of this video. This is African Black Gold TV, where we tell the real story from our people for our people. Please like, share, and subscribe. And join our WhatsApp group to share your own diaspora experience. Till I see you in the next video, please subscribe.